Woo! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get it cracking, man. Let's get it cracking. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Hey. Woo! That's nice there. That's nice there. That's nice there. That's from Cold Melody on YouTube, man. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. Go check them out. Go purchase some of their beats, man. How we doing, people? How we doing? How you doing? This is episode 3 of the podcast. If you notice, I didn't say the name of the podcast because going through a little bit of a rebranding kind of a thought, because it's not just going to be sports that we talk about. You know, we're going to talk about sports, of course. As you can see behind me, I got some things queued up. But we're also going to talk about life, too. We're going to talk about some cultural. We're going to talk about cultural things that happen. We're going to talk about, big things, viral things. It's anything that I feel like talking about on the pod. So going through a little bit of a rebrand. It's not going to be Chaos and Calamity Sports. I love it. I loved it. But it's going to be more than sports. I don't want to pigeonhole myself, man. So welcome to the podcast. I am your host, Lee Jordan. And we're going to just get into a couple of things today, man. I also have, work that I'm doing. I had to take a small hiatus, because work was really starting to heat up. So I had to do some work. So, it's not all ironed out right now. I'm living life as I'm doing this. I'm not ready to throw everything else away and just, put everything into this right now. You got to be smart when you're starting a new business endeavor. When you're starting something, you got to make sure that you treat it like Jenga. You got to move the right pieces at the right time, because if you fuck up and you move something too early, you could mess around and collapse everything around you. So yeah, I got a lot of stuff that I'm also balancing outside of the podcast. Honestly, I love the podcast. I love creating content. I love talking, as you can see, and I love giving my takes on everything that's going on in life right now, anything in sports, in the world. But this isn't my full-time job right now. This is like a secondary thing for me right now, because I am, building myself up, bettering myself, just going through life, growing as a man. You feel me? So forgive me if things are still a little chaotic. Forgive me if the schedule isn't ironed out. We're getting there. Definitely, striving to be like some of your favorite podcasts, but we all got to start somewhere. And when you got a life to maintain outside of it, you definitely can't force it. So that's all. But we are here now. We are doing great things. We are excited. We love every single time that we get to come on here and share our thoughts and our opinions and our takes, and just really connect with the people. So again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe to the channel for all updates. Please, ding, 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 hit that notification bell for your boy. And subscribe, and so you can stay up to date on everything too. Sorry. I am literally like I said, I'm doing life outside of the podcast too. So I literally have the Suns Clippers game on, because I gotta watch it. Because as y'all see, number 2 there, the second thing that we're gonna talk about, the Clippers have a lot to do with these boys that I'm rocking with. So I'm watching them to see, but right now they getting clobbered. I'm sorry, the Clippers are clobbering the Suns. So we'll see what the second half looks like. But it's cool. I can certainly multitask. I do it all the time while I'm working. I can certainly walk and chew gum at the same time. But let's get right into it, man. Let's get right into it. This is gonna be pure chaos. Oh, the rebrand will still be around the chaos and the craziness theme, because again, I truly do believe that chaos best describes life, and it best describes sports. So speaking of chaos, man, I'm brokenhearted, dog. I'm brokenhearted for Mavs fans because Kyrie Irving, ACL tear, out for the season. I know the city of Dallas is sick to their stomachs right now, and I wouldn't be shocked if people called off work. People called off work. I wouldn't be shocked if parents in Dallas allowed their kids to stay home from school, because it is a sickening. There's a sickness going on throughout Dallas right now because their season's done. Their season is done. If anybody else gonna say it, I'm gonna say it. Anthony Davis cannot carry this team by himself, and I think he's still injured. Kyrie Irving done for the season, ACL tear, first reported by I saw Shams, but I've also seen so many different reports confirming it, including ESPN themselves. Shout out to the ESPN app on my phone, keeping me up to date with all things sports. So, man, I've had kind of a tumultuous viewing with Kyrie Irving. I've kind of had as a fan watching him play basketball, there's no question he is great. But when he was with Bron, I didn't really like him like that. Thought he was a little egotistical. Hadn't really won anything. Hadn't done much. You're a great player in the league. But hadn't done much to start talking. But hey, that's what you can do when you're great. I can't hate the man now. He's grown so much since Kyrie came into the league, since I learned about Kyrie at Duke. I believe he went to Duke. He's grown so much, and I got to give him, I'm not giving him no credit. He don't need credit from me, but I got to show him love because in Cleveland, and then he went to the Nets, and he was, kind of up and down in the public's eyes. But I always kind of saw him. He was just trying to be authentically who he was. Now that I can look at it for what it truly was, he's being authentically himself. Shout out to the Ramadan stuff, the ego. I thought when Uncle Drew the movie came out, I was like, bro, what have you done to earn a movie? But he's just authentically himself, man, and authenticity will always get rewarded. And I gotta really stand behind that because that's what I do here on the podcast. Is I give you the unfiltered, the authentic truth. So I can't hate Kyrie. He got his championship with Ron. He went to the Nets with KD, and I think was really on his leader stuff. And then gets traded to Dallas. And I thought, oh man, this is about to make Kyrie Irving blow up, because this is in the midst of all of the Amazon stuff with the link that he posted to the movie or the documentary, and I'm like, oh yeah, like they still jumping down his throat for him just being himself. Like yeah, he's about to explode. And he did the exact opposite. Now again, Kyrie Irving don't need no props from me. He don't need that's what's up, Kyrie. No big ups, but I saw growth with the way he handled the media, with the way he handled being on a different team, the way he handled the coaching. I didn't hear him say anything about, we don't need a coach. When he went to Dallas, we don't need a coach. Me and Luka could coach. We don't need a coach. He didn't say that. And I can always have love and respect for somebody who learns and grows. I'm not going to say learns from errors. I don't think, those were errors. Those are his opinions. But he learned from those moments, and he grew as a person, and you can see it. And I think they did kind of do him wrong a little bit when they traded Luka. Because, see, when you have a star player, who's a star player? Kyrie's a star player, superstar player. When you have a superstar player, everybody knows that's the guy. I got to stop that guy. So if you give him a 2, if you give him a second, now it takes some of the pressure off. And these guys live for pressure. These guys were forged under pressure. But still, the human body wasn't. You need to be able to not shoulder it all consistently if you want to go far in this league. Look at Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen. Some people gonna hate that. Some people gonna hate that. They're gonna hate that. Oh, look at this. Mike didn't win. Mike won. He was winning. He was going to playoffs. He winning games. Things didn't start until Scottie came. And some more stuff. That's as far as I'm going to go into that because I don't really know much about Michael Jordan's basketball history and all that. I was born in 97 after all of this, or maybe in the midst of all of this. But great players always need help. I don't know a single great player. Look at all the top 10 players. Whatever your list is for top 10 players, they all had a 2, maybe even a 3 to help him out and help them win. And they took away Kyrie's running mate, man. And already guys on the Mavericks were hurt. And then you take away his running mate. And you bring him a guy who, I'm going to call it, who is injury prone. When the Mavs traded Luka for Anthony Davis, I was like, oh, Mavs already lost. Even if he would have been healthy, I haven't seen enough from AD to consistently believe year in and year out he's going to be fine. Now, he isn't Joel Embiid going up and just getting whacked and flailing all over the place, but he still is susceptible to injuries. I don't know how that works. I'm not a doctor, but he's injury prone. He's injury prone. The last 3 seasons, how many times has AD gotten injured? And when you answer that question and when you realize that number is more than 1, probably more than 3, you're going to realize that he's injury prone. And the Mavs completely lost. And so when I saw that, I felt bad for Kyrie because now he's going to have to do more. He's going to have to put his body under more stress to handle the ball, create other opportunities for himself, create opportunities for the other guys, and even just creating opportunities for himself because he's going to be doubled. He's going to have the attention of the entire defense. It's just going to be tougher. And so he's going to have to be more aggressive. He's going to have to create more shots for himself. And I mean, how many opportunities do you need to step on somebody's ankle? How many opportunities do you need to come down wrong from a shot? How many opportunities do you need to drive and your ankle roll? You already have plenty of opportunities to hurt yourself when you got a two-man team, a 3-man team. You know, 3-man team being, a big 3, a 2-man team being like a big 2. You know what I'm saying? You already got plenty of opportunities. You already got plenty of opportunities to hurt yourself in those situations. And now you want to take away his running mate, bro? I saw it. I said it. I was like, dog, this is going to be bad. This is going to be bad. I thought that they were just going to fall out of playoff contention. And then the fans were going to get mad. Kyrie's going to demand out. And you just imploded your team. This is even worse than I thought it was. I don't like nobody being injured. And even though, I can't say I don't like Kyrie no more. I actually like bro. I think he's very smart and wise the way he carries himself. But like, for somebody who, when I first saw him play and talk to the media, I didn't like him. To now having respect for bro, because I've seen him, the way he carried himself in the league, the way he moved, I've seen all of that. I feel bad, man. I genuinely feel bad. And I a lot of times I don't feel bad for millionaires, but I feel bad for him because, dog, you don't sign up for this. You didn't come into this season saying like, oh yeah, man, my road dog is gonna be traded and we're gonna have to do way, way, way more. No. So I said this when the trade happened. And this, I'm gonna come back to the Dubs win in MSG. I'm gonna come down to the Mavs future. Because I said this when Luka got traded. I said a fuse just got lit in LA and in Dallas. And explosions are gonna happen in both cities. But for one team, it's gonna be an explosion upward. And for another team, it's going to be an explosion all over the place. And you're seeing it. You're seeing it in real time. I wish I had the podcast going so I could have the clip of me saying that, but it's all right. It's all right. Cool. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. The next time something crazy happened, I'm going to call it like I did, and I'm going to be like, you see? They're going to call me the Oracle. Because the Lakers, booming. They're blowing up. They're climbing the ranks. They're climbing the standings. And the Mavs, they're just getting destroyed all over the place, man. The fans are getting kicked out of the building for holding up signs about ownership. Mark Cuban is having to come out and address things. And now, the other thing that happened, the Mavs I saw they're raising ticket prices for their season tickets. It's either the season tickets or the suites. I think it's the season tickets. They're raising prices for the season tickets. Why? See, boy, rich folk kill me. Rich folk kill the fuck out of me, boy. Why you raising the prices and you ain't got no product worth seeing? I'm sorry, Kyrie Irving by himself or Luka Doncic by himself? I think Luka's a much more exciting draw. I don't know. That's actually a toss-up. But you had them both. You had them both, Mavericks. And you sent one of them packing. And now you're raising ticket prices. And now the other guy, he's injured. Y'all might as well go ahead, shut AD down for the year, because it doesn't make any sense for Anthony Davis to try and fight through these injuries and fight through all of this to come back. No, shut it down. Y'all made a colossal mistake. And the fuse, it's a 5-year fuse, man. I said 5-year, but it may be shorter. I'm going 5-year fuse under Nico Collins and under Luka Doncic. And I believe in 5 years, Nico Collins. Is it Nico Collins? No. Let me see if I can get this man's name. Mavs. No, because I wanna actually Nico Harrison, right? Yeah, Nico Harrison. In 5 years, I don't advocate for this at all. I simply go based on what happened. In 5 years, Nico Harrison will not be the GM of the Dallas Mavericks. In 5 years, Luka Doncic will have a ring on his finger. You can mark my words. March 4th, 2025 is when I put this on wax. In 5 years from now, 2030, Lord, 2030, come back and see me. And we're gonna see if Nico Collins. Why do I keep saying that? I'm a football head, man. I'm sorry. If Nico Harrison is the GM of the Mavericks, and we're gonna see if Luka Doncic has a ring on his finger. I believe both of those things will be true. And all of this started because we don't know why. Now, I do believe partially that ego played a part in this trade. I believe that Luka Doncic felt like, I'm making all of this money and I'm not even my best self. I run this team. Which, hey, I would absolutely understand. If I'm not putting my best foot forward and I'm still getting rewarded, I'm running things over here. And so now, you want me to put my best foot forward? You want me to come to work in shape? Man, I get in shape during the season, fool. You want me to put the hookah down? Man, I led y'all to the finals, dog. I led y'all to the finals. Man, I'll put y'all down before I put the hookah down. I can absolutely see that being the case. Do I believe it? No. Do I believe somebody told this man, hey, yo, you might want to put the hookah down and kind of take your workout a little more serious? And he was like, man, fuck yeah. I don't believe that. But I can believe every now and then, man, Luka's not giving it his all in practice. Hey, Luka, man, we need you to give it your all in practice the same way you give it your all in the game, man, because we believe we believe that if you give it your all, you can be a champion in the Mavericks uniform. And that can rub somebody the wrong way. If they feel like they're doing their best and that I got you to a championship and now you still on me like I'm not doing enough, like what do you... But again, I'm not in the room. I'm not a fly in the room. That's just where my mind goes when you send somebody of his caliber packing. There had to be a little bit that was done by him. I'm a person too, dog. I would probably operate the same way. Money makes you feel powerful. And how you got that money makes you feel even more powerful. So yeah, I would probably feel the exact same way, but I'm not gonna kick him out. Hell no. Hey, look, we sending a babysitter with you. Now we're calling him a team appointed manager. He's a babysitter, and what he gonna make sure is that your ass, you can have your fun all you want in Slovenia, Paris, wherever you want to go for the summertime, fam. 60 days before the start of training camp, he gonna be on you to start working out. 60 days before the start of training camp, he gonna be on you. Hey, Luka, come on, let's hit the gym. Hey, Luka, let's start getting shots up. Hey, Luka. So that when you come in, you are that dog that shows up around like 30 games in, 25 games in. Yeah, you're him from the jump. I can imagine that causing some type of friction. I can imagine that causing some type of problems in the building. And when you have egos, billionaires got egos too. Nico Harrison got money. Mark Cuban and that ownership group, he ain't the owner no more. That ownership group, they got money. Hey, good buddy, we got money too, big dog. So we're not trying to hear all of that. I'll get out of my face, all that. Oh, I'm getting in shape during the season. So while I don't understand, I don't know what happened. I would not pretend to know what happened. I can certainly understand ego playing a large part in it. And when ego goes unchecked, and when nobody is willing to have a real conversation, let alone a tough conversation, you get stuff like this. You get stuff like Luka Doncic gone. As a result, Kyrie Irving tears his ACL. Not as a result of the Luka Doncic trade, but I do believe Kyrie Irving has to do more now because AD is out. Lively is out. They got injuries galore. Last I heard, AD was out with an injury. And Kyrie Irving trying to keep this team in the play-in situation. Yeah, you got Clay, but I mean, has Clay ever been a create his own shot kind of guy? If you watch him in Golden State, he wasn't the catch and shoot type, but he also wasn't the create your own shot like a SGA, like a Steph, like a Kyrie, like a Luka. He wasn't that type of player. And I think when you have a guy who can create his own shot, you need another guy who's a threat to the defense. And I think guys who are the catch and shoot type, the come off a screen and shoot type, they're a threat. They're not as big of a threat as another guy who can go get his own bucket. See the Warriors in Jimmy Butler right now. When you think about it, like Jimmy Butler isn't the player of a Kyrie Irving or a Luka Doncic. And if you put Kyrie Irving or Luka Doncic on the Warriors, they impact that team way differently than how Jimmy does. But what Jimmy does for them and Steph and this team is he allows them to come off of Steph because I got to worry about Jimmy playmaking for everybody. So I got to guard Jimmy now. So now Steph doesn't have to deal with these double teams, these triple teams. Hell, sometimes even a quadruple team when you got 4 eyes on him as he moves throughout the half-court set. It just makes things easier for your top guy. And Nico Harrison took their top guy away, which makes it harder for your other top guy, and now your other top guy is hurt. I know Mavs fans about want to throw trash on the court because now their future is up in flummox. What are you going to do with Kyrie next year? Because it's ACL, fam. And this is what? close to the playoffs. So March, April. This is close to the playoffs. So now, we're gonna find out more about how bad it is. So I may do another, soft report on this, on the next episode. But these are usually, let's see. So March, basketball season starts in September. So yeah, he's not going to be ready in 6 months. So now next year is in flummox, Nico. What you gonna do with AD? What if he wants out? I don't want to be a part of a rebuild. I'm a champion. I want to go somewhere where I can contend. This is what I'm thinking AD would feel if he wants out. I'm a contender. I'm a champion. I want to go to a contender who I can win with. I don't want to sit up here and not compete night in and night out. Some guys in their careers never deserve to see a record like the Wizards or the Jazz or who's the East Coast bad team. I don't even know. I focus on the good ones. The Hornets or somebody. I don't know. Certain guys don't ever want to face that, especially once you taste championship and you've been on deep playoff runs. I'm never going to be a part of a rebuild. I can certainly understand if AD says that. So now you got AD possibly up. Who's going to want to come there when you have no team? When you have Luka Doncic, you have a draw. Hey yo, KD. Hey yo, KD. You see that boy over there, the Don? Yeah, you see the way he killing it over there? Man, listen, we bring you over here. We already got Kyrie. I know you work good with Kyrie. And we got Luka too. We got you. That's a KD. You winning a chip, dog. Hey yo, Giannis. I know you want to be in a bigger market. I know you like to win. Imagine you and Luka Doncic. The lob threat would be crazy. You got the inside sold up. He got the outside sold up. You got Kyrie distributing the ball for y'all. Why would you say no to that, Giannis? Why would you say no to that, Giannis? Nico, you could have had so much power, dog. The Mavs deserve a championship because they got mad close. Actually, I don't know if I can use the word deserve, but I would have liked to see them win one. I would like to see what Luka Doncic looks like celebrating. Because y'all remember, old boy took the beer out of his hands when they won. I think it was the Western Conference Finals. When they won the conference, old boy took the beer out of his hands. So I kind of wanted to see what a drunk Luka would say on stage. And now it's up in flummox, man. Now it's just up in craziness and calamity and chaos. It's destroyed now. And I feel bad for Mavs fans because fans don't deserve this. Fans deserve for the organization to put their best foot forward always. To put the best product out there always. Even if we don't win. Look, I've been a part of sports. I used to cheer for the St. Louis Rams. Yeah, those Rams. Not greatest show on turf Rams. I ain't see that. I ain't see Torrey Holt and Kurt Warner and I ain't even see him like that. All those other guys. I ain't see that. I saw the ass team. I saw the garbage team. My parents told me that they took me to a football game when I was 3 or 4 years old. It was so trash, I don't even remember it. So I know that losing is a part of sports. So I don't want you to guarantee me a win. Even when KD and Steph was together, they didn't win every game. Losses happen. But I want you, ownership. I want you, general manager. I want you, coach, to put the best team out there. They got to execute and put themselves in the best position to win. But I just want you to put the best team out there, man. And you didn't do that. You didn't do that. You robbed them of that, Nico. and whoever else signed off on this, you robbed your fan base. Crazy as it sounds, you can rob the players. Hell, you do it. Fine money. You can give them a little less than what you probably could give them. You know. Hell, you can rob yourself. However you do that. You can rob the coach. Fire him a year early. Don't rob the fans, man. Don't rob the fans. Don't rob the hardworking people who come there and spend their money in your building to see your product. Don't you dare rob them. Don't you dare slap them in the face. Don't you dare slap them in the face like that. And that's what you did. That's what you did. And now you're going to have to deal with it, man. Whether it's people saying you should be fired, whether it's people saying you're a terrible GM, I think it was very wrong. I think it was very wrong that they kicked them out, that they kicked those fans out. Freedom of expression, dog. I can say whatever I want to say. I'm not calling for your life. I'm not calling for your head on the stake. I'm just saying that you should be fired. And they kicked them out. So already we got turmoil. Already we got problems. And the season isn't even over. And now Kyrie Irving is injured, which means the season probably is over. I would sit Anthony Davis and be like, hey, you know, once you get the skinny on Kyrie Irving's prognosis, what his recovery is going to look like, bring it to AD, because I don't think AD didn't sign an extension when he got traded there. So I don't know what his contract situation is looking like. But, man, how long Kyrie going to miss? How long, if an ACL is a year-long injury, man, let me see. Let me see something real quick. How long to recover from ACL surgery? Yeah, let's see. How long do you recover? I'm Googling it, fam. You know, like I said, I don't have nobody in my ear like, oh, 9 months. Nah, I'm just asking Google. Knee ligament surgery. That's interesting. 12 to 18 months. Well, that's for a completely torn ACL. See, that's why I'm gonna need more information about I'm gonna do more research about whether it was completely torn, partially torn, any type of tear alone. But if it's completely torn, a year to 18 months. So, bro, should we punt on next season too, Mavericks? That's a real question. No disrespect to AD, but I don't have the faith that AD is going to go a full season without being injured. And you could put pieces around him, make him the center point of the offense. I don't believe that. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen enough of that for me to feel like, oh yeah, AD for sure is going to be a guaranteed commodity. So, Nico, what did you do? Ownership, what did you do? And for what, man? For what? Because you didn't have the communication skills to say, yo, Doncic. Hey, come here, blood. Hey, come here. Look, I don't know how they say it in Slovenian, my boy. But we giving you millions. To come to work. To who? You mean tell me you can't come into work? You can't come to work in shape? We giving you millions to work the night shift. And you can't come to work. You can't come to work locked in with your shit straight, with your head on straight, ready to rock. Whatever the problem was. Yo, Luka, we got this problem with you. And if I'm being real with you, it's making us question whether or not we want to give you this $350 million Supermax contract. Now, I know you want this money, but in order for me to give you this money, I have to be confident that the results I'm going to get from giving you this money are going to be the results that I want, and I don't feel that way. Can we talk about this? Because, again, I need you to win it. I want you here winning a championship in my jersey. But I also need to feel like you're going to be committed to the game on the court and off the court, on during the season and during the off season, to do what it needs to win a championship. That's it. That's all you had to do. And you motherfuckers didn't do that. You ain't do that, man. So the Mavericks future, all up in question, man. All up in question, man. And I feel bad. I feel bad for him, man. I feel bad for him because, again, these players, you know, for the most part, as far as I know, give it their all, their blood, their sweat, their tears, and they don't deserve to be disrespected like this, man. In the middle of the season, having the star player traded away, having the player that would help out everybody traded away because y'all didn't want to do the hard work necessary to field a championship level team. You think Golden State never had egos? You think the Lakers never had egos? You think the Celtics never had egos? You think the Nuggets never had egos? You think the Bucks never had egos? But, hey, players only meeting. Hey, team meeting. Hey, get it off your chest. Hey, we can bring gloves in this bitch y'all want to. But the last thing I'm going to do is let your ego fuck up what we got going on here. That's what the good teams do. The good teams aren't all holier than thou and, oh, kumbaya. Fuck no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. But they do what it takes. They do what it takes to get those problems solved. Hey, we solve problems off the court. On the court, we ball. That's all they had to do. And they didn't do that. And now, everybody, about to be spring in Dallas, boy. Everybody getting cleaned out. Now, I don't believe that's going to happen this offseason. It depends on how this, with the Kyrie injury, this could really infuriate a lot of people. So, again, I believe within 5 years, this team will look majorly different. And I mean the organization. From the GM to the coach to the owner. That's just my prediction. I could be wrong. I don't mind being wrong. But you don't make a move like this and then have the requisite stuff happen. AD got injured. Kyrie got injured. You don't do that and there not be changes. The only way that I can see there aren't changes in Dallas is if by some miraculous way they win the championship next year. That's the only way that I believe the Dallas Mavericks won't change, won't get rid of everybody and have a sale on these players and try and rebuild that way. Because right now, they're a rebuilding team. They have no consistent star players. I don't know what their draft situation looks like. Real quick update. Clippers 95, Phoenix 84. KD just hit, I think, 3 shots in a row. A 3, a steal, and a dunk, and then another 3 in transition. So, Suns might come back. Who knows? But we got 10 minutes left in the fourth, 10 and a half left in the fourth. 95-84. I don't have the sound up at all because I'm doing this. But just wanted to give that quick update. Hopefully the Suns win and knock the Clippers even further down. Looking at the standings in the West, let's go ahead and just jump to Golden State, man, because the Mavs future, sad to say, the Mavericks might not even have a future. And it all could have been undone by one man. Whoever that man is, that's for you to decide. But It all could have been undone by one man, man. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane. I was hoping that Kyrie and AD would be able to do something, you know, because that's a nice pick and roll, lob threat. That's good offense right there. Now that's no, and I really do believe that they're gonna shut AD down. What's the point? What's the point? I don't even. I'm not gonna look up there. Ooh, Suns and shit. Another three. Grayson Allen, 97-87. Suns on an 11-2 run. 97-87. 10 minutes left in the fourth. Ooh, okay. So yeah, man. Mavericks Future might not have one. Might not have one anymore, dog. And that's crazy that a team was such. 3 years ago, it wasn't even a question what the Mavs future was going to look like. Luka Doncic is going to be lighting them up. They got Kyrie in 2020 because it's a 2024 season. So they got Kyrie in 2021, 2022, I think. Kyrie wasn't there when no, I think he was hurt. I can't remember when they got Kyrie, but I think they've had him for maybe 3-4 years now. Let me see something. You know what? Since I got the phone right here, when did Kyrie go to the Mavs? Let's see. After 4 seasons, he requested a trade and went to the Mavs. Yeah, 2023. So after that would have been so that would have been summer 2023 after the Warriors win the chip. Yeah, boy. Yeah, because he wasn't there because we beat Luka on the way to the conference finals or in the conference finals and then beat the Celtics. So yeah, they might not have a future anymore, man. They might not. And 3 seasons ago, 2022, you would have said Luka gonna be balling. They're gonna have them some they're gonna get some players to compare with Luka. They did all of that. And in one move, y'all heard me talk about Jenga in the beginning and how you got to move the pieces out right. That is an example of you moving the wrong piece, and now the tower is collapsing around you. But hey. At least you know now when you ask your future people, your future draftees, your future free agents, at least when you go interview them about coming to Dallas, one question you ask for sure is how committed to the game are you? What your workout routine look like? Since apparently people are just out of shape. I done told many a lie. In my day. I know a lie when I hear it. So yeah, Mavericks Future. What future? Man, I hate these markers. I hate these markers with passion. I do not like them. I gotta find me some good ones, but they alright. They just, I don't know, bro. They do. Feel like you can see it. So yeah, that's what your future look like, Nico. You might have just erased it. On to the Dubs. Let's go. Warriors get the 114-102 victory in the Garden. Let me pull up these stats real quick, man. I just want to give these guys their props, man. Shout out to Steph Curry. Went off, of course. 28 points, 9 assists, 7 boards. Almost a double-double down. Oh, God. Okay, Paz chipped in with 19 points. Buddy Hield, 15 points, 6 rebounds. Jimmy Butler with 19, 4, and 4. Okay. Good team win. I didn't tune into this game. Let me also give the Knicks some love, too, man. Let me show that guy some love. OG Anunoby went off, 29, 3 and 3, 29 points. Jalen Brunson had 25. But I really think outside of Brunson and Anunoby, what I saw, the Dubs were like, yo, anybody but Jalen. Anybody but Jalen is going to beat us. I didn't tune into this game from the word go because, like I said, I was working. So I had to tune in like a little after halftime, and we were down a little bit, or it was a tie game, or we were kind of fighting back and forth, and that's what I love to see. 5-game road trip. We're 4-1 so far. I'm sorry, no, we're 3-1 so far in the 5-game road trip, and we got the Nets on Thursday before going back home Saturday to face the Pistons. You know, when I saw this 5-game road trip pop up after the Butler trade, and you know we had started to play well again, I was like, you know what? I didn't think 5-0 would be possible just because, you know, that's a little too grand for my taste. So I was like, you know, hey, 4-1. If we can go 4-1 during this 5-game road trip, I think we can, you know, take control of take control of the 6 seed, because I saw the Clippers kind of had a little tough schedule ahead of them, and they faltered and fell in some of their games. And you know, I was like, hey, if we go 4-1, I think we'll have a nice lock on that 6 seed. And we can go from there. We're back home. Guys are, you know, home cooking, sleeping in their own beds. And we can start to form into Dubs basketball leading into the playoffs. And so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. You know, 2 games ago, Steph Curry went off for 56. Followed that up with it was a loss. But it was a good game, close game, and now this game against the Knicks. So we've had some good victories in this run. We've had some good victories since getting Jimmy Butler, and I like the tenacity, I like the fire, both on offense and defense that this team is playing with. They got their swagger back, so to say. I don't think they ever lost their swagger, man. I just think I think when you go through an up and down portion of the season where you're winning and you're losing, you're winning and you're losing, you're winning and you're losing, it's hard to get any rhythm. And rhythm isn't just, you know, on the court play. Rhythm is your groove as you come into the game. Rhythm is the way you practice. Rhythm is shoot-arounds. Rhythm is it's everything that goes into being a good team. And when you have, like I said, this up and down nature of things, it can certainly throw everything out of whack, not just your on the court execution. So I'm glad. I'm loving what I'm seeing. I definitely want to see someone. I don't know if it's Jimmy. I don't know if it'll be Pods. I want to see another scorer, and I believe Jimmy can, you know, from inside. But I want another 3-point threat. You know, Buddy Hield, kind of up and down a little bit. But I think as long as there's enough going on offensively from other people to where it's not, to where it's not anybody but Steph type defense, I think this team can go very far. I think this team is very scary when it's not just to anybody but Steph. But see, that's the key. That's the variable, is we need consistent contribution from everybody. And it doesn't have to be in scoring, but you just need to be a threat to them, because I never want a boxing one around Steph Curry. I never want 4 sets of eyes on Steph Curry and everybody else. If you hit a 3, whatever, but that baby-faced assassin, he ain't hitting no 3. That's all. I don't want that. And if you can give me that in the playoffs, I believe Steph can masterfully execute and perform and beat teams. He can beat less experienced teams. He can beat teams that don't have this firepower. Absolutely. Now, am I saying that Dubs are going to the finals? Can't say that just yet. I want to watch more of the season. I want to see what the playoffs look like, what the playoff road looks like. But make some noise? Absolutely. And in a 7-game series with Stephen Curry, I'm over here burping like, what that is. In a 7-game series with Stephen Curry and Draymond Green and Steve Kerr, Jimmy Butler, those are savvy veterans, savvy leaders. Steve Kerr and his coaching staff, his brilliance, those guys executing on the court, I absolutely believe that the Dubs can come up with a game plan to beat a lot of contenders in the West. So, again, it's predicated on, when I say consistent, I just mean game in and game out, you're going to give us something. You ain't got to be up here matching Steph point for point. You ain't got to do that. But just give me something game in and game out. If you can do that, I believe there will be enough attention on the Dubs as a team and not just Steph, to where Steph can now go and do the magic that he does. But again, I need somebody else. And yes, Jimmy is a great tenacity player. He's a great energy player. And he's a great, he can score. But there's also moments where he'll be in the low digits. And I'm talking about, if Steph got 30, I need this other offensive threat to have somewhere around half of that. I need you to have 15 to 21, 15 to 18. And whenever you got the ball in your hands, people give you attention like they would give anybody else. That's it. That's all I want. That's all I want. If I get that and we still lose in the playoffs, man, it was a good game. It was a good game. It is what it is. But we just got bested. I can say that. I got rooting interests in teams, but I can say when we get beat, KD just hit another 3, Suns 100, Clippers 102. Little over 6 minutes left in the fourth. Suns on a 24-7 run the last 5 minutes. Oof. That boy Slim Reaper going crazy. I might have to turn this volume up, man. Y'all might have to get a little less of this. Nah, I'm playing. But them boys playing hard, man. Them boys playing hard. So, yeah, I believe that the Dubs can absolutely go and get it done in the playoffs. To the extent that the Dubs play their best basketball will determine how far they go in the playoffs. If we got Pods locked in and we got Buddy Hield locked in and we got Draymond locked in as a leader and emotionally controlled leader of the team, and we got Steve Kerr putting his best lineups out there, and we even got Kuminga hurt still, so team is fully healthy. And we got guys who have been sitting like Kuminga, learning, from guys like Jimmy, learning things, and the Dubs come out and play their best ball. I absolutely believe they can knock off several rounds worth of opponents and give anybody a run for their money in the playoffs. I don't think that's too much to ask, because I've seen them do it before. It's just the up and down nature of it still is a huge question mark for me. And I don't like that. I don't like that, man. But huge win tonight in the Garden. Steph loves the Garden. He's always had good games, great games, crazy performances. Broke the 3-point record for most 3-pointers ever in the Garden. I remember that moment. I was sitting at this same desk, just chilling. So I went crazy when that 3 went in. So yeah, I've seen him have great performances in the Garden. I'm not shocked that he had another one. It wasn't a 50-pointer. He didn't need to. But great win. Defensively, coming down the stretch, closing it out, it was beautiful. I was sitting over here going crazy because I love defense in basketball. Defense on a string too. Everybody locked in on their player. Like, oh yeah, that was gorgeous. As the old boy be saying, that was gorgeous. So I love that, man. I love that. I definitely want to see more of that. I want to see them put up a good game against the Nets on Thursday, come home 4-1, and I want the Dubs to have that 6 seed, man. If we can climb up, let me see what the standings look like real quick. Let me see what the standings look like. Rockets 37-25. We'll see. We'll see. If the Rockets kind of falter a little bit, if the Rockets and the Grizzlies kind of falter a little bit, I want to see the Dubs keep climbing. Definitely, because I definitely believe we can. With a guy like Steph Curry and team around him in tow, we absolutely can climb up. Again, we're gonna need a little bit of help from some other guys. I definitely believe that we can catch the Rockets. If they go on a little skid, let me see what the Rockets schedule. Let me see what the Rockets schedule look like. If they go on a little skid, they got the Pelicans twice. Those look like dubs. Magic, that's a good game. Suns gonna be a good game. Mavs, that's a dub. Bulls, they kind of got an easy next 5. So no, hold on, wait. They play they kind of got an easy next 5. So yeah, they might. We'll see. But I definitely believe that if some teams falter, yeah, the Dubs can climb up. The Dubs can climb up real easy. So we'll definitely see about that. Huge win at the Garden tonight. I can't say too much about it other than what I saw, which was just, great defense from the moment I saw it, timely offense, and Steph Curry being Steph Curry, man. Steph Curry being Steph Curry, hitting big shots, being a closer, being clutch. People used to be like, oh, Steph ain't clutch. Yeah, y'all are idiots. Ooh, KD hit the tie-in bucket, 106-106. 4 minutes left in the fourth. Ooh, gone Slim Reaper. Jump shot unguardable. Big ass. I also want to talk about this, man. Shout out to LeBron. Shout out to LeBron. 50,000 points, eclipse. The first player in NBA history to reach 50,000 points. Shout out to LeBron. Long, illustrious career, man. I remember I hated LeBron James when he was with the Heat. I don't know why I'm trying to hide it. I hated LeBron James when he was with the Heat. He was with the Heat because he beat the Celtics. And I'm like, man, I want it. Yes, it is. So, whatever. I wanted the Celtics to win. And then, I think he either beat the Spurs. Yeah, beat the Spurs on Ray Allen shot. I wanted Parker and them to win. I wanted Duncan to win. Oh, long face ass. I did not like, bruh. I don't even know why. I think I had a tumult. When I came into sports around like 12, 13, I'd always been outside playing them, right? But like in terms of watching them to understand what I'm seeing and who I'm watching, I didn't like people that were constantly in the spotlight because I'm like, bro, there's other people in here too. Like, let somebody else get some love, man. He just kept winning, kept beating people and winning. And, oh, LeBron James. And I think it was just group hatred. The people I would talk to wouldn't like LeBron. So I was like, I don't like that nigga. Same thing with Tom Brady. Like, as a youth, 11, 12 years old, going over Super Bowl Sunday to watch going over to somebody's house on Super Bowl Sunday to watch the Super Bowl. I don't care about it, but I'm sure hearing people be like, man, I'm so sick of Tom Brady winning, man. Man, F Tom Brady, man. Man, Tom Brady a bum, bruh. But that's the dude that won, the dude that got the trophy right now, him. Ooh, nice pass. So I'm just like, I'm hearing that. I'm not watching the games. I'm just here for the food and shit. So I just disliked people that I thought everybody else disliked, or because I'm a little bit of a my own person. If I felt like everybody that I was around loved this person, I'ma hate them because it's like, bro, like ain't no way everybody love you like that. So it would always depend who I was around. Some of my friends love LeBron, and I'm like, man. Just to like I guess be a dickhead to my friends. I'm like, man, fuck LeBron. LeBron suck. Or like whenever we would play 2K, they would use LeBron and then big ass 6'9", hard to stop ass nigga, like always dunking on motherfuckers and shit. So I'm like, man, fuck LeBron, bro. And I think that's kind of where it came from too, especially on like NBA Street. You use LeBron, you dunking on everybody, you game breaker, all of that shit. So, ooh, Suns up now, 110, 108, 3 minutes left in the fourth. Right? So it's like, man, hate that dude, bro. And then I just started to watch a little more. Started to watch basketball a little more and watch him play and hear the way that he would talk and, you know, in interviews and on a podcast. So you start to see these people as less of a huge character, like a character in a video game or, you know what I'm saying? You just see him as human. You see him as human, man. Seeing him lose. Now it certainly did help my my hatred of LeBron when Steph beat him in 2015. Also seeing him lose to the Mavericks was good too. But seeing Steph beat him in 2015, I was like, oh yeah, nigga. Oh yeah, you ain't all that. You is mortal. Just do stupid stuff like that, man. And then, like I said, hearing him talk off the court, the things that he would say, the way that he would carry himself, man, it's like, okay, like you ain't all bad. You ain't all that horrible as people say. And then too, you know, this is gonna sound crazy, but seeing the league without him, seeing him injured, and like, oh man, the playoffs aren't gonna have LeBron in it. It's like, damn, it's a little different. It's a little crazy. There isn't the same excitement around it. I noticed that. I was like, okay. Going to win one in Cleveland, even though I don't like how that went down. Stepping over somebody, getting somebody suspended on. But hey, you win one in your hometown, bro. That's what's up. I gotta show love to that. So there's a whole lot, man. There's a whole lot that happened from, first seeing LeBron, in video games, being talked about at school, to now seeing him still be great in his 40s, or at age 40 rather. You kind of have no choice but to give it the respect that it deserves. So I guess you could say LeBron lulled me into respect for him just via his longevity. Now, the greatness part, it's a little bit of a question about the greatness part. But, it is a team sport. Everybody, you do need teammates to win. And I talked about Michael Jordan earlier, not being able to win until he got Scottie Pippen. So I can't be too mad about that. But, like, damn, nigga, how many great teammates you need? But if they would have said Luka Doncic would have went to the Warriors with Steph Curry, I'd have been like, yeah, on me, we winning that chip, baby. Dub, I'm pulling up to a game. I'd have been hyped. I'm pulling up to a playoff game. I'd have been so hyped. So I can't really get mad at that, man. But 50,000 points, dog. That's incredible. Illustrious career. Oh, Phoenix up 112-108. Illustrious career, man. Phenomenal player, phenomenal ambassador for the game, and that's the part right there, man. The face of the NBA is in discussion right now when it comes to basketball because Steph getting old, KD getting old, Giannis getting up there. Who's going to be the face of the league once these guys retire? And, the young guys, they're not eager to pick up that crown and wear it. So it's up in the air, man. But for Bron to be in the spotlight as long as he's been and there to be, little to no scandals, like, wow. So, ambassador for the James family name, that's what's up. And I no longer have beef with bro. I've seen my favorite player, who I consider the GOAT, Steph Curry. I've seen him do things that LeBron has done, like lead a team to the finals, be the best player on a team in the finals. I've seen that. I've seen him do things and put his name into the record books in ways it won't be broken the same way LeBron has. I've seen all of that. And if I gotta respect it for Steph, I gotta respect LeBron too, man. So at this point, dog, it's nothing but love, man. And when he retired, standing ovation wherever I'm at, dog. Hand claps, because you deserve it. I hope Luka win one. I hope the first championship the Lakers win is when your ass retire, because I don't want you to have more rings than Steph. I don't want Bron to have more rings than Steph at the end of it all. But hey, man, whatever happens, I already know that my guy is a made. I already know Steph Curry is a made man. Steph is the GOAT in my opinion. And I will argue that all the way till I'm blue in the face. I don't care. So 50,000, man. That's incredible, dog. I gotta tip my hat to an incredible career that's still going. That's still going, fam. What is that number gonna be at when it's all said and done? 55,000. Let's say you do 2 more years. 55,000. 53.5. 53.5. Like, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. And I'm at a place now with sports where I can appreciate greatness. I can appreciate Tom Brady for what he did. Even though I believe Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT, I can appreciate and I always have respect for what Tom Brady did, because I see sports now as a fleeting thing. These people are fleeting. These moments are leaving, and a guy like KD, a guy like Steph, a guy like LeBron, Tom Brady, Mahomes, Lamar, we're not going to see these things consistently like that. So please appreciate it when you see it, because it ain't going to come back no time soon. We're not going to see another Steph Curry. You'll see literally another LeBron James who plays long, is as good of a person, as dominant as a player, as locked in as a player. Literally, you won't see that. But you'll see another freight train of an athlete who's really hard to guard, unstoppable. You'll see that. You'll see that again before you see a shooter like Steph Curry. So no matter how you feel about Steph, no matter how you feel about LeBron, no matter how you feel about greatness, appreciate it while it's here, man, because once it's done, once those shoes decide to be hung up forever, I don't know if we'll see another one in our lifetime, man. So keep it up, King, bro. Keep it up, King. Keep it up, man. I want to see you push that record as far as you can push it, man. Because I want to be able to tell my kids, like, yeah, I watched that. I watched him. Yeah, I watched that shot that Ray Allen hit. Yeah, I watched that block on Iguodala. Yeah, I watched all of those moments. Yeah, I watched them all. And he really was that great. He really was all that and a bag of chips. I got to give him, wow, man. You got to give him the love. You got to give him the credit for that, man. Coming out of, I know it's Cleveland. St. Mary's, St. Vincent High School. Just a boy out of St. Mary's. Ugly as hell. Boy, y'all seen LeBron high school photos, boy? Woo wee. Head big than a motherfucker. Grew into that motherfucker. Just bullshit, man. Straight out of high school. How many people are we gonna see come straight out of high school into the league ever again? I don't think we ever gonna see that again. And dominate from the word go. Can't think of a season where LeBron wasn't in where I can't think of a 2-3 season stretch where what happened to LeBron was ever uttered. Been dominant from the word go. Foot on everybody's necks from the word go. all the way up, all the way up. Let me check my sound real quick, man, because I'm trying not to. I think my sound is okay. My last video, the one where I talked about Kendrick in the Super Bowl, I had some sound issues at the end, man. That I think I just pushed the red a little bit, and because I was yelling and all that. So I think I adjusted it well. Hopefully, throughout this entire video, the sound quality is good for you guys. Because yeah, like I said, it's not perfect, but I want it to be as perfect as possible. So hopefully the sound quality has been incredible, top notch. And again, we're constantly working to provide a better product for you guys. So again, like I mentioned earlier, the rebranding is all coming, but you know, it's getting there. It's getting there. So I still appreciate everybody tuning in. But back to LeBron, man. You know, boy out of St. Mary's, straight out of high school, to his hometown team. That's crazy. Over to play with his best friend down in Miami. That's dope. Back to the hometown team. Finish what I promised. To then out to L.A. to become the star that he deserves to be. You can't give nothing but kudos, man. You can't give nothing but credit to somebody like that. With the whole world watching you. We basically watched this man, not we, shit, I wouldn't, I mean, but so many people watched this man grow up in front of their very eyes. No mugshot photos. He ain't got that motherfucking profile picture, nigga. None of that. Watch his family become a family. His kids ain't never. None of that. None of that. Everything. Ooh, the Suns with the comeback. 119, 114, 36 seconds left. That's crazy. Whoever this little dude is that just hit this three. That's crazy. Son, they were getting beat at halftime, dog. Wow. I'm sorry. Brian James' kids never had any issues. His woman, shout out to Savannah James, never had any issues. Everything about that man is upstanding. It's hard to hate. It's hard to hate, man. And the moment you grow up out of all of that, man, he beat my team. It's like, bro, somebody gonna win, somebody gonna lose. Once you get out of that, okay, you really out here killing it. You really out here doing your thing. I had new respect. I think the new respect for LeBron came in the bubble when they went down there and he was able to keep everything together, keep the team together. No scandals again. And won the championship. Everybody call it a fake championship. Oh, it ain't real. Yes, it is. But then, what brought it home for me was I saw Steph Curry go in 2022 against the Celtics. You know, top defense in the league. Go and have his moment. Go and have his moment in the league. Where, oh, y'all thought I was finished. Y'all thought once we lost that dude that was rented? Hold on, wait a minute. $116, $119. 30 seconds left. If the Suns score here, that's a dagger. Steph was like, yo, y'all thought I was finished. And he went up to Boston and put foots in him. Night in the third quarter. KD, swish. Ooh, Plumlee, out of bounds. 3-point game, 9 seconds left. I don't know who ball it is. Steph went up there to Boston and put foots in him. And shout out to Jason Tatum, my St. Louis brethren. Since you got your championship now, now I don't feel as bad saying this. Put foots in your ass. You and JB. But it's okay. It's okay. You had to lose to learn how to win. Put foots in your ass. did his big one. And when Steph and Bron both had 4, and you saw that respect happen among both of them, I don't think it was real. But the moment where LeBron was like, who would I want to play with? Steph Curry, if I could. And Steph was like, I appreciate that, but we good over here. And then every single All-Star game after that, Bron is picking Steph Curry first. So it was just the respect they had for each other that kind of made me as a fan go, all right, okay. I get it. He really is tough. And now I'm at a point where it's like 50,000 points, bro. You'll never be better than Steph, in my opinion. But 50,000 points, that's tough. That's tough, man. And you got to give love and credit where credit is due, man. So, salute to LeBron, dog, because things like that, they don't come around every season, man. They don't come around every career. And when you see it, you gotta give it the love that it deserves, man. Because when are we ever gonna see something like that ever again? When are we ever gonna see something like that ever again, man? I think I hit every topic. Yeah. We about to go ahead and wrap this up, man, because I do technically gotta get back to work. It's all right. We'll be all right. Plus, I'm hungry. As hell too. Shit. So, until next time. I promise not to go as long in between videos. Definitely gonna have the name squared away. I just think Chaos and Calamity is a little too long, and it doesn't encompass. I think it doesn't do a good enough job encompassing everything that we're gonna do. But I got some ideas. I just got to make sure that they're not already in existence, which is kind of the tough part. Book missed 2 clutch threes that would have. Book missed 2 clutch free throws that would have iced the game. So Clippers ball, 3.8 seconds remaining. Did they intentionally foul? Did they? I think he did. I think he intentionally fouled. I'm trying to stay here to this game end so I can close it out with whatever the final is. Because if the Clippers lose, I think the Dubs will have a nice hold on that 6th spot. Timberwolves are below us in the 7th spot. Yeah, fouled James Harden, so they couldn't get off a 3. Made the first one, 117, 119. Phoenix up 2. But yeah, we're definitely going to have things a lot more ironed out in terms of the name and the intro and everything. Because like I said, just get it started and you can perfect it along the way. Practice makes perfect. Nothing is perfect when it starts. Just get it started and you can make the tweaks and adjustments along the way, man. That's my little bit of motivation for anybody that is thinking about doing this as well. You can absolutely do it. Yeah, ain't nothing to it but to do it. James Harden missed the 2nd free throw. Clippers got the ball back. Kawhi puts it up. Oh, Plumlee! No, I'm sorry, Zubox. Nope. Missed it. Missed the putback. Had an opportunity. Had a clean look. Phoenix Suns with the comeback. Victory. 119, 117. I think they were down like 56 to 43 going into halftime or something like that, bro. Looked like they was just donezo. KD and them boys with woo-wee. That's a good game right there. Okay. Man, y'all keep it cool. Y'all keep it calm. Y'all keep it crazy. I appreciate every single one of y'all for watching, for tuning in. And until next time, my friends, I hope y'all have a great night. No. I kind of need some good old outro, man. Let me see. But everything, all this copyright madness and shit, man. I hate copyright so much. I might rant about copyrights in my next video, cause they are the absolute dumbest thing in the world, man. But like, hey, let's go out with what we came in with. Hey. Hey, y'all have a good night, man. Until next time.